Hey, good morning, everyone. Hey, how was everyone doing today? How are you guys doing today? Hey, this is Gregory Wiles coming live to you from Houston, Texas with this inspirational morning talk. For first-time listeners, I'm on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8:45 a.m. That's our time here in Houston, Texas. You can calculate which time zone you're in. Yes, but it's a beautiful day here, sunny day. We're breaking records for the heat, angling around the 100 degrees temperatures on most days. So that is our Houston weather here. But anyhow, we make it up back in the winter when we get nice winters. But yes, good morning, Karen. Good morning. How are you doing today? Hey, yes, guys. So, man, I apologize for today is what? On Monday, dear. On Monday. Yes, I'm working overnights a lot. My company does restore flooring, all the stripping and waxing and carpet cleaning and all that. And when you have to work in the hotels, you got to work overnight. You got to work overnight when it's most quiet, when most of the staff and guests are not there. So that came in that morning and my body just didn't allow me to get up to do anything. So I just had to get some rest so I can come back strong for you guys. All right. So, but today what we want to talk about is the fear of the Lord, man. The fear of the Lord, right? They got the two type of fear. They got the fear will come from the camp of the enemy when you're afraid to do something or just fearful of something or some situation or someone. Then you have the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord now is the respect. It means to respect, to reverence, to honor him, right? You must be afraid to offend him, right? And that's just like you got someone who you respect, right? Someone who you respect, whether it's your parents, whether it's a teacher, whether it's a boss, whether it's the pastor, right? You respect them, right? You respect that person. When you're in that person's presence, you want to make sure you act properly, you're doing the right thing, following the rules. You want to make sure you present yourself properly because you respect that person so much, right? So in their presence, you want to make sure you are doing the right thing, right? And so that's what the fear of the Lord is, to respect him, right? So God's saying, if you respect me like that, anytime you're in my presence, you're doing the right thing, following the rules, right? Your life is going to be great. That's what he's saying. Your life is going to be great. Because why? Unlike the boss, unlike your pastor, unlike your parents, they don't see you all the time, 24/7, because you're doing some wickedness. We all do, right? We all do those things we don't want that person who we respect see us doing, right? And we know it's wrong, but we just don't want pastors to see. We don't want our parents to know what we're doing. We don't want that boss to see, and the boss not in the office. But God said, I'm seeing you all the time, right? I'm seeing you all the time. So if you act just like that, or you respect that person in front of them, doing the right thing, he said, I'm seeing you all the time. You always in my view. So if you do that, because when you're following the rules at your company or in the church or at home, let's say you're a parent and you got two children, right? You got two children. One just wayward, is not listening to you. They want to do what they want to do. They're indisciplined. But the next one listening to you, following your rules, they're respectful. Number one, who you tend to help a lot more, right? And number two, which one of them? Miss Tracy Hamer, good morning. Leticia Perez, good morning. So which one of them most likely going to be on the right track? Go to college, get a good degree, go on and do great things in life. And the other one that's wayward, you got to be praying every day that they change and stay on the right track, because the behavior by being indisciplined is not going to lead to nothing good, right? Not going to lead to nothing good. Just like in the office, you're doing your stuff, following the rules, following the laws. Your boss is giving you the promotions and you're getting the bonuses and you're getting the awards and you're getting all the stuff. But the people Hosea Jacob, good morning, Jacobs. So you following the rules, you're going to get the benefits, right? Your bosses, them will give you promotions and all that good stuff. So that's what God's saying. You see, if you fear me like that, if you respect me, if you honor me like that, man, your life is going to be so good. That's all he's saying. So let's look at a few scriptures here and where he's saying, right? He's saying here, the fear of the Lord is the foundation of true wisdom. That's Psalms 111:10. The fear of the Lord is the foundation of true wisdom. All who obey his commandments will grow in wisdom, right? He said the fear, to respect him, to honor him, to reverence him is the foundation. He's saying it's the foundation of true wisdom, because you could be wise in things you don't need to be wise in. You could have wisdom in some things you don't really need to be wise in, that is not beneficial to you, right? But he's saying the foundation of true wisdom is the foundation, right? Because once you fear him now, you should be following and obeying the laws and respecting him, just like how you respect the earthly person. That's why he says the foundation. All who obey his commandments will grow in wisdom. You know what's wisdom? You're making sound, solid judgment, right? Because if you know these laws, you don't have to guess them more. It always amazed me with kids, right? With kids, and you tell them something, don't do this. If you do this, this is going to happen, right? You see them go in and do something. You know from experience what's going to happen, but they don't know. They're a little innocent. And when they do it, exactly what you tell them happens. Like, how you know that? How you know that? I used to always make fun of my son and said, it's daddy powers. It's daddy powers, right? And they're so amazed that you know that ahead of time, right? That's wisdom. But if you know God's laws, right, you wouldn't be guessing, and you could make some judgment based on what the word is saying. There's a word for everything, right? And you could make some judgment if you really serious and take it serious and obey the commandments. That's the foundation wisdom right there. Let's look at the next one. Proverbs 1 saying, Proverbs 1:7 saying, the fear of the Lord, this is the wisest man who ever lived, according to the Bible, is King Solomon, right? The wisest man here, what he's saying. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. It's the beginning of knowledge. But fools despite wisdom and instruction. Solomon saying, man, you got to be a fool not to want this, following these instructions to get this wisdom. He saying, man, only fools. You got to be a fool, right? That's what Solomon is saying. But fools despite wisdom and instructions. He's saying, man, God saying, if we follow these laws, if we follow him and fear him, just like how we fear the teacher, the pastor, your boss, he said, man, your life is going to be so great. It's going to be great. Let's go on and see the next one. Proverbs 9:10. This is what Solomon's saying again. He said, the fear of the Lord is the foundation of wisdom. Again, he says the foundation of knowledge in Proverbs 1 saying, and 1:7. Now he's saying this for foundation of wisdom in Proverbs 9:10. He said the fear of the Lord is the foundation of wisdom. Knowledge of the Holy One results in good judgment. Knowledge of the Holy One results in good judgment. Your judgment, your decisions, you're going to be firm and it's going to be sound. It's going to be firm and sound, right? And let's look at one more here. What also is going to do for you, right? And we talk about the midst of all this crazy stuff that's going on in the world today, all these shootings, all this crime, all of this stuff that's going on, right? We can't be afraid to go on the streets because these things happening in the mall, it happening in churches, it happening in theaters, it happening in schools. But we can't be afraid to send our kids to school. We can't, even if you homeschool them. I watch right here in our news and showing your cities where you are. People right in the houses, a car run off the street and kill them in the house. Stray bullets kill kids in the bed. The other day right here, a kid right in the back seat of her parents' car playing her little computer. They going to dinner and a drive-by shooting, and she right in her own parents' car, right? So you can never be too safe, right? I'm saying that to say this is what the fear of the Lord, how it's going to help you also with that kind of situation. Let's see what Psalms 34:7 saying. Psalms 34:7 saying, for the angel of the Lord is a guard. The angel of the Lord is a guard. Well, hear who he guards. He surrounds and defends all who fear him. They're talking about God here. And so the angel of the Lord is a guard. He surrounds and defends all who fear him. So if you fear the Lord just like you fear the earthly person, reverence, respect him, know every time you're in his presence, you're doing the right thing, you're following his laws, just like how you follow the laws of the church or the company or whatever the case, or your parents' rules, whenever they see you, make sure you're doing it. He's saying, look, know that I always sing you. So if you following my rules and trying to respect me and reverence me like that, you're going to always doing the right thing. And guess what? You don't got to ask me for this anymore. This is by default. This is by default. You respecting me and fearing me. I have an angel that is going to guard you and surround you. And it can protect you from all of those things. Right? Let's look at the next one here. Psalms 91, the famous Psalms 91. Well, a lot of you guys know. I can just read from 9 through 13. 9 through 13. He said, if you make the Lord your refuge, if you make the Most High your shelter, the same respect, reverence in, right? You make him your refuge, make him your shelter. No evil will conquer you. By default, this is going to happen if you revere him, right? And give him the respect. No evil will conquer you. No plague will come near your home, right? This is what we're talking about. All corona and all of these stuff and these plagues and pandemic and all of that. He's saying no plague will come near your home. For he will order his angels, back to this angel, to protect you wherever you go. How much we all need that right now. How much we need that protection right now. Well, like I said, all this crazy stuff is going on. Protect you wherever you go. They will hold you up with their hands so that you won't even hurt your foot on a stone. You will trample upon lions and cobra. You will crush fierce lions and serpents under your feet. There's all the enemies he's talking there. Tracy Wiggins, good morning, good morning. So guys, in a nutshell here, he's saying, if you fear the Lord, respect him like you would respect any earthly person. He's saying, your life is going to be great. That's why you want us to do it. It's not as a punishment. It's not. He's saying, if you do that, man, your life is going to be great. Good morning, Jillian. Good morning, big sis. How are you doing? So, guys, man, this stuff is serious. This stuff is serious, especially this times we're living in, man. I'm learning this stuff, and it's making my life much easier, man. It's making my life much easier as you apply these things, man. Right? As you apply these things, you know, you got to keep trying it every day. You're going to fall, you're going to fail, but you got to get it back. He said, a righteous man going to fall 7 times and get it back. So if you, you know, make a mistake, if you commit sin, whatever, he's saying you just repent and just get it back, dust yourself off and keep going again. But don't just do it over and over and over and over and just say, oh, and you say, no, don't do like that. But you try your best just to respect him, fear him, reverend him, just like how you would respect an earthly person. You know, when you respect a person, what you're doing when you're in their presence, right? And he said, just give me the same type of respect, and your life is going to be great. It's a guarantee. It's another law, right? For the angel of the Lord is a guard. He will surround and defend you wherever you go. You know, he's saying his wisdom. You can get wisdom and knowledge and making some judgments. You know what I mean? If you fear him the way you fear you know, someone else, or respect them, right, guys? So let's take this stuff serious, man. Let's take this stuff serious, and knowing that it's so much benefits coming if we give him the respect that he deserves, right, guys? I'm gonna leave that there, man. I'm gonna leave that there, and we'll talk again on Friday, guys. But have a great day. Okay, bye.